So out now come the Redskins. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. The Redskins find a way to stretch their lead.
How about that? Blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Back to throw. Finding time. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
He's got time in the pocket. The catch made by Miller. 8 yards there and a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Surveying the field. All kinds of time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On third down, Miller. And unable to get down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll set up a throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's go!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And they're able to get this one down to the 25.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him.
He'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. J.J. Nelson now to return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They come out here in the eye. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Now Wentz. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let them know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look, credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Underneath for Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Hey, go down, go down. Here we go, Ohio!
Now a handoff to Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. First down, he'll drop to throw. And Miller with it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught on the sideline, but no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds, incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Here we go. 190. 190.
Back to throw now on first down. And the catch made by Hopkins. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. now out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Play fake here. 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And they will set up their own 41-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
They can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Miller on the catch over the middle. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll set up to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. 13 yards there on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Houston first. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw here on first down. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
To throw again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Here we go! Gun!
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Wentz to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know their playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now here comes the Redskin defense heading back onto the field. They have played a really good game. They're just looking for one final stop here and celebrate this victory.
And if you're on offense, you don't want them to have that satisfaction. You know that you're not going to win the game, but you don't want them to roll in with those big grins on their faces. So you want to come up with something right here, some type of a big play to dent that good mood.
And they're trying to not let that dent happen and go home happy. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. A big game. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Miller, the lone setback. They're going to look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll look to throw here.
And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football, because that one could very easily have been a 3rd.
Yeah, off-balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks, they try and overcome it by making big-time throws. Throws they know they shouldn't make, but they're hoping to complete them rather than having the confidence that they actually will.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
No. Check.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game.